Let's make a delicious dinner that's easy. You're gonna need some jumbo shells, marinara sauce, ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella, and eggs. We're gonna take that one egg, we're gonna crack it open right into a bowl, and then you are gonna take the entire tube of ricotta cheese, and this slid right out. And then you're gonna take whatever seasonings you want. I used garlic and herb. And then we are gonna put half a cup of Parmesan in there. It might have called for more Parmesan. I now just remember that. And then we're gonna use half a cup of fresh shredded mozzarella. I personally love shredding my own cheese because it melts a lot easier, it tastes better, and it's a lot cheaper. So win, win, win. So once you get all of those ingredients into a bowl, you're just going to mix it until it becomes the same consistency. Now, if for some reason your consistency is a little bit runny, you probably want to add a little bit more cheese to your mixture. If for some reason it needs to be a little bit more runny, I would add more ricotta cheese into the mixture to make it, not as thick. So we're just gonna mix until it's the same consistency. And mix and mix and mix and mix. I love these scrapers because look at that. It's getting everything off the sides, which is making it helpful for me to make sure that I got all of my ingredients well folded into the recipe. So we're gonna take about like half a cup of marinara sauce and just make sure we cover the entire bottom of our pan. You can use marinara or spaghetti sauce, whatever you have on hand. And then we are gonna pipe our uncooked, that's right, uncooked jumbo shells. And you're just gonna stuff all of these. Now I've seen people where they face them down. I chose to face mine up to keep the cheese inside of there. Oh, by the way, this recipe is Waylon approved. He was definitely wanting it. So then all you're going to do after this is you're going to pour the rest of your marinara sauce on top of the shells. It does not have to be pretty. Just try to make sure you get that sauce on all of the pasta shells. And then once you run out of your pasta sauce, you're going to want to put 1.5 cup of water onto the recipe. Now I just used my jar to make sure I got all of the pasta sauce out of the jar. Super easy way to measure out 1.5 cups because it was 3 cups of sauce, so I only had to do halfway. So then we're gonna cover this tightly, okay? You wanna make sure there are no seams because if there's any holes in this foil, it ain't gonna cook. So you're gonna cook it at 400 degrees for 1 hour. So once that's done cooking, we're gonna remove the foil. Be very careful, it's gonna be hot. And then we are gonna cook it a little bit longer. But first things first, we are going to shred the rest of that mozzarella cheese on there. So you want 1.5 cups of shredded mozzarella. I ended up only using half this block, but you want to make sure you give it a nice, even coating. And I really don't like dishes, so that's why I went ahead and just shredded it right on top of the recipe. So that way, I didn't have to have more dishes to clean. So you could really use any cheese that you have on hand. I just happen to have mozzarella and it turned out really good with this. And then I went ahead and covered a little bit more with Parmesan cheese just to give it a little extra cheesy flavor. And then you're going to bake this for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees until there's no liquid left. Enjoy!